Journey into the past and let your imagination take you to the old world canals of Venice as you and your loved ones are serenaded by your gondolier. Experience the beauty, mystique, and charm of downtown Indianapolis with spectacular canal views. Make it a fun family outing or an impressive romantic date you'll never forget.
Santa Lucia.
We will get your skin glowing, smooth, sexy with a silky touch. From facials, full body waxing, Brazilian waxing, lash lifts, microdermabrasions, dermaplanes, chemical peels, you name it, we can do it. Ask me about my customer referral program. For each customer you refer to me, you get $10 towards your next service.
I am so excited to try Indy's newest attraction here on the beautiful canal.
Take a full tour of the Indianapolis Canal on our classic cocktail yacht that holds up to 9 passengers. Your captain sings a wide variety of music on this 50 or 75-minute journey. You can bring your own cocktails or purchase them at Fresco Cafe prior to your ride. Book rides online at fourgondola.com now daily through September 30th or call 317-340-2489. Come celebrate with us.
Thank you. You're lovely passengers, all of you. Lots of love on this boat.
Hey, I'm Chris over at Mystic Images in Noblesville. I love doing black and gray realism. Come to see me for all your black and gray needs. I also like to do fine line, and I love to do whatever you got cooked up. You can check my Instagram out at Gilly_INC. DM me for all your appointments.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Renee Michelle Merrifield, your host of the In the Loop TV show. We got Jason Aaron.pro in the producer's corner.
What's up, everybody? We are live Wednesdays at 7. We broadcast every Saturday night on ABC, WRTV at midnight. We are looping 24/7 inside of Indianapolis hotel rooms, thousands of them, reaching out to those visitors coming in to Indianapolis, showing them what to do, where to go, how to have fun in this beautiful city. And we're on all the podcast platforms with extended interviews like we'll have today with our guest. And we just encourage you to get out of your, get out and explore the area. And Renee has a way that you can do that on us.
Yes, go to www.intheloop.tv. Click on that giveaways tab, and we are giving away right now $50 District Tab gift cards. This place is wonderful. Multiple locations.
District Cats.
Yeah, District Cats for my friend Quan that likes cats. Meow. No, the District tab, y'all. Go to the In the Loop TV show and click on that giveaways tab, y'all. It's super cool. We love the District tab. It's yummy. Oh, can't wait to introduce my guest right here. But first, y'all, we have a jam-packed episode. Kaylin hangs from the rafters at Cirque Indy. Ooh, look at those ladies. That's some hard working right there. Then we hang out at the Mousetrap and chat with Armchair Boogie, who also performed that night. And in studio guest is musician and entertainer Kelley Isenhower. Yeah. What's up, Kelley Isenhower? How you doing,
I'm good. How you doing, sweetheart?
Good to see you. You're so wonderful. We can't wait to chat with you. We have a few segments to go over, and then we get to dive in. You're such a wonderful, just inspiration musician here in Indy.
Thank you.
You are doing a lot of shows, a lot of stuff.
A lot.
We can't wait to dig in. I love it. True love for our passion.
You bet.
Jason Jolliffe.
That's what? When are you gonna get my rebranding, dude?
JasonAaron.pro, I believe you were gonna. No.
Okay, well, with all that being said, I have just one question.
Indianapolis, are you ready to be in the loop?
Hey, I'm Chris over at Mystic Images in Noblesville. I love doing black and gray realism. Come and see me for all your black and gray needs. I also like to do fine line, and I love to do whatever you got cooked up. You can check my Instagram out at Gilly_INC. DM me for all your appointments.
I am so excited to try Indy's newest attraction here on the beautiful canal.
Take a full tour of the Indianapolis Canal on our classic cocktail yacht that holds up to 9 passengers. Your captain sings a wide variety of music on this 50 or 75-minute journey. You can bring your own cocktails or purchase them at Fresco Cafe prior to your ride. Book rides online at fourgondola.com now daily through September 30th or call 317-340-2489. Come celebrate with us.
Thank you. You're lovely passengers, all of you. Lots of love on this boat.
All right. We'd like to give a special shout out to our sponsor, American Jeweler. Thank you, Scott O'Hara. He's been pimping out my rings and such for decades. This one I've been wearing for about 15 years, and he put a ruby in it.
Ooh.
Raised the stone.
Matches your hair a little bit.
Thank you. Yes, I love rubies. This one is his, and
You
this
love the name
awesome.
Ruby.
I love the name Ruby.
He's gonna get you dripping, I believe is what the kids go.
Absolutely. Yeah, great grandma's name was Ruby, and little sister's name was Ruby. So Scott O'Hara hooks me up.
You will be
I need to get a hold of
adorned.
him, actually.
Right, exactly. Go to your American Jewelry, y'all. And thank you again, Scott O'Hara. This first segment, Kaylin Easton takes us to Cirque Indy, Indy's only circus school. This is super fun. Y'all check this out.
What are aerial silks?
Aerial silks, at the base of it, it's actually not silk. It's nylon tricot fabric, and they're used for dance and fitness. Here we teach a lot of fitness-based classes and private parties and stuff like that, and you use them to climb up, and you can work out on them, do pull-ups, and you learn different fun poses. We have 3 different levels of aerial silks classes, 1, 2, and 3, depending on your level of experience, and we offer an introductory class for all of our aerial classes because in addition to aerial silks, we also do some lyra and trapeze, and we offer flexibility classes too.
Could I do your class? I mean, I've done some yoga, I work out occasionally, but would I be able to do an aerial silk?
If you want to learn to do a pull-up, come take my class. If you want to tone up your arms a little bit and have a lot of fun while you're doing it, you can come do it. We cater to every level of fitness, beginner all the way up. So
it's an opportunity to get flexibility, strength, and have a little bit of fun while you're working out and working your body.
Absolutely. In fact, I hate, before I started doing this, I hate going to the gym. I hate pumping iron. Nothing against that, but I just get bored in the gym. But here, I never ever get bored because there's always another goal and
music, and it's
upbeat,
upbeat,
it's
and you're
fun.
always learning a new technique.
I forget entirely that I'm working out.
I'm really excited about this private party option. I'm a bachelorette, or I have a team of coworkers that I want to bring to Cirque Indy. I come down, and what happens for my private party?
I'm glad you asked that question. Private parties are really a ton of fun. It gives me the opportunity and the other instructors the opportunity to customize your experience. So if you're a group of bachelorettes and you just want to learn some fun poses while listening to some great music and then hit the bars afterwards, we can do that. If you're a group of athletes or coworkers and you really just want an awesome new workout and a little bit of bonding experience, we can do that too. So it's definitely a great way to do something different with it for Friday night instead of the same old, same old.
Oh, absolutely. The private parties sound awesome. And how many people can Cirque Indy fit for a silk class?
We've done up to 25. We can do larger groups with a little bit of notice. Just give us a call and we will help you out.
That's a lot of your friends hanging from the ceiling.
For this one, we're gonna learn a figure 8 foot lock. So I'm gonna wrap my foot and set it right in that foot lock. Cool. I'm gonna take this ribbon and bring it behind my shoulder in front of my hip. And then we're gonna take the right arm up and clear your elbow back behind here. Good, and then crochet the top arm too. And now I'm gonna push down with this fabric and cross my ankles. Cool. All right. The next thing we're gonna do is bring my arm back here and then drive the right hip over, and there's your mermaid.
I'm a mermaid. This is actually pretty awesome. Jack, I'm flying.
So the first thing we're gonna do is stand on our knot. So I'm gonna put the arch of my foot on there.
I am not flexible.
And then shift your weight over it. Push your hip up into, there you go.
Oh, I see.
That's comfy.
Oh,
and then
that's
I'm gonna
nice.
stand up, bringing the back leg through.
Stand up.
Sit down.
Back leg. Oh.
So we're gonna have a little swing. Beautiful, look at that. I'm gonna hook my thumbs.
Hook my thumbs.
Okay. And lean back so the fabric locks into your low back. And think about pushing away on the poles of the fabric. And I'm gonna lift one leg at a time and bring my ankles to the front side of the fabric. Perfect.
Like this.
Yeah. Let your torso slide down.
And then you just hang.
Ta-da! Yeah.
Ta-da! I'm a pro at Cirque Indy.
You're just hanging by your hips here, actually. The fabric's got you by your
Yeah.
hips. So you can bring your legs out.
Can I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
You can do
I
it.
can. Oh, I
There you
can. Woohoo! This is really neat. Should I?
Awesome!
We've had a lot of fun playing on the aerial silks today at Cirque Indy, and now it's time for you to come down and play too.
Ooh, I don't know. Could I do that? I don't know.
You could. I don't think I
anybody do
could, but you
that?
definitely could.
Well, I feel like those ropes are strong. They could get anybody. Let's go.
I have to test them out first. Maybe on low gravity.
That's a lot of faith. I don't know. I'm 6 foot. I'm a big person.
Good point.
That's a long way to fall.
I'd have a hard time just hanging upside down with my head right by the concrete.
Exactly.
You know what
All the blood's rushing.
Yeah.
But that looks so fun. Kaylin had such a blast there. I love when she said, I'm a mermaid.
I mean? I'm your man.
You can check out more at cirqueindy.com. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Segment number 2, Armchair Boogie at the Mousetrap. What?
Hey guys, I'm Marley here at Mystic Images Tattoo. I focus mainly on fine line. I'm open to whatever creative thoughts you have. Come see me. You can check me out on Instagram at MarleyBob. You can even find me on our website and you can see my portfolio.
We will get your skin glowing, smooth, sexy with a silky touch. From facials, full body waxing, Brazilian waxing, lash lifts, microdermabrasions, dermaplanes, chemical peels, you name it, we can do it. Ask me about my customer referral program. For each customer you refer to me, you get $10 towards your next service.
All right. The Mousetrap's one of the faves here in Indy.
Thanks,
you know.
Chris.
yeah.
Chris Wright says they're watching. So,
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Thank you so much.
What's up, buddy?
that a friend of yours, Ike?
Absolutely.
All right.
Great friend of
Yes,
mine.
and I saw your comment, Ike Guitar,
Yeah.
saying thanks for following, thanks for watching.
Trying to keep up.
You've got a lot of great followers, so I'm sure all of
I
them
do.
are tuning in. And Jason R. Farmer, that's my buddy. Hey, buddy. Good evening. Good evening.
What's up, Jason? Good name. Good name.
So we went to an iconic place, the Mousetrap in Indy, and we got to interview Armchair Boogie. So much fun. Their latest album release, Hard Times and Deadlines, has happened, and so you need to check that on Spotify. But check this out, y'all. ArmchairBoogieMusic.com.
They were part of the Sustain Art Music Festival, so they talk about a festival's reference. So there it is. So here they are. Nope, wrong one. Every once in a while.
Hey,
See, I told you.
guys.
I'd
Well,
make a mistake.
it's because Ike's mom said hi, Kelly.
Hi, Mama. She see me the other time. She
Hey,
figured it out, though.
Mama.
So at least she figured out how to get on there. Glad you figured it out, Mom.
Hold on a second. I'll fix that in post. Let me get the right button.
Gotta love that happens sometimes. That, you know. Thank God Jason's a genius
He is a
in
genius.
post-editing production and also...
He is. I've seen a lot of his video work. It's phenomenal.
You've been doing it that long, since
I don't look-
97. You
Didn't
know
look like
what's
a
up.
genius just then. Okay. So let's pretend like we're coming back from break.
Okay,
Okay. And we're coming up.
here we go.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, this second segment, we're at the iconic Mousetrap, and we got to interview Armchair Boogie. Their latest album release, Hard Times and Deadlines, has come out. Make sure you check them out, armchairboogiemusic.com.
They're part of the Art Music Sustain Art Music Festival, so that is referenced in here. So that's what they're talking about.
Yes, we love the Sustain Art Music Festival. This was a lot of fun. Y'all check out this Armchair Boogie band.
Sun's gonna set, and now I'm gonna drink. It ain't fair. Get to be out on day when I'm out all night. Drink wine, acting a fool. Ooh, yeah, you're up and shining. I'm late lies and believe it. Then think of what I did to right. Let it go the time, like I rewind, do it again. Like I know I have self-control.
Y'all have an album coming out soon.
That's right, we do, yeah.
Ooh, tell us a little bit about it. What's up with that?
Well, we have an album that we've been working on for the last year or so. It's coming out sometime this year, 2023. It's going to be called Hard Times and Deadlines. So keep your eyes out, folks.
I absolutely love it. How about you guys share with us a little bit of the process? You know, when you're writing, when you're jamming, what goes through y'all's head?
Yeah, well, Augie and I are the main songwriters, so if I write one, I just kind of write what I can of it. I bring it to the table and let the other guys add in what they have. As far as recording goes, we're really busy on the road, so a lot of times we'll just try and pick weekends where we get a couple songs done here and there and all that, and that's how we trek through stuff. It's a little slower, but I don't know, it works for us.
Yeah, more intimate. You get some time to take on your records instead of just rushing them out and stuff. If you ever are in Indy, my bandmates and brothers, they own a recording studio, Grammy-nominated recording studio called The Pop Machine. It's here in Broad Ripple, right around the corner, so check it out. I'll get you that contact, but they're just incredible peeps. And yeah, I think it's really cool what you guys are doing. You're touring, you got albums out, records out. And coming from an artist who has like 600 songs sitting in a vault that I never have gotten out there, I just really admire your will to be you and be an artist, because it takes a lot of gusto to do that. I mean, that's sometimes the hardest thing, right, is getting it out there and not being able to care what people think about it, right?
Well, I don't honestly think about that too much. I don't really care. We just have been doing this thing. It mostly just takes a lot of work to be in a band and to be able to do the stuff that we're doing, which, you know, we got a lot of committed guys, and we put a lot of work into just being out here, and we have a good team behind the band and everything like that too. So
takes a village, right? Is that what they say?
That's right, yeah. We believe in each other as musicians, mostly as the main songwriters, so we're like, all right, let's keep her going.
Yeah, it helps to like each other, right? And just be friends and get along. He's all right. He's a pretty cool guy. Hey, Ben, what's up?
I've spent less time in a van with people I enjoy less than this guy right here.
Brain malfunctioning. Yeah. I'm like, oh yes, I get it.
Pretty sure.
Hear this new kind of music going round. It's known as that bluegrass sound. So grab your partner and swing them around and dance to that bluegrass sound.
Why did you guys want to be a part of this festival?
Oh, well, we were super excited when we got the offer to play this festival, because it seems really, really cool just with all the other artists, and obviously there's a really, really cool initiative behind the whole thing. But sustainability is really important to Armchair Boogie. Personally, myself and the drummer Denzel work in the green industries, and we work for a tree care company, and I do some ecological restoration, so the environment's very important to us. I grew up on a farm, dairy farm, and so food industry is super, super important to me, and agriculture and stuff like that. So I'm all about it. Sustainability. We played another sustainability fest in Wisconsin, and that one is called
The Midwest Renewable Energy Fair.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. And that's an amazing organization, too, that we're able to be a part of. So, yeah, we're all about that stuff.
That's great. That's so great. I do love Wisconsin, the Dells. Been there a few times. But we can't thank you guys enough for being on our show. Our viewers are so excited to hear you guys download your music. Your new record's coming out soon in 2023. And you're here at the Mousetrap right before our very eyes, jamming
Thank you, friends. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We're Armchair Boogie.
Yeah. Check
I like
them
those guys,
out.
man.
Yeah, they're
Do you
cool.
know them? Have you?
No, I haven't.
crossed paths?
I had some friends that actually went to that show. I'm not sure who played.
Nice.
After, somebody played after them or not, but they told me they were phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, The Last Revel is another band we interviewed that are really good that performed that night as well. They're awesome, and the Mousetrap has so many 5-star Yelp
You
reviews.
can never go wrong with bands of Mousetrap. I've seen so many amazing bands of Mousetrap. It blows my mind.
And they have the best tenderloin, I'd have
They
to say.
do, man. Mike Porter knows. He knows what he's doing over there, man. I've been playing there for a long, long time.
Absolutely, it's a great bar.
Find them on
Yeah.
Yelp for some good reviews.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's hard to get them 5 stars.
That's right. Not for them.
Y'all can check them out, armchairboogiemusic.com. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we are finally going to get to interview our special guest artist, Kelley Isenhower, a.k.a. Ike.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Ike, you grab that guitar. We'll be right back.
My name's Jessica, and I am the piercer here at Mystic Images Tattoo. I specialize in all different types of piercings. We carry numerous lines of jewelry with some high-end ones such as juniper, needle metal, and a few others. When you're ready for your next piercing, come see me.
Journey into the past and let your imagination take you to the old world canals of Venice as you and your loved ones are serenaded by your gondolier. Experience the beauty, mystique, and charm of downtown Indianapolis with spectacular canal views. Make it a fun family outing or an impressive romantic date you'll never forget.
Santa Lucia.
Join us at the 20th Annual Cammy's Cause on August 23rd and 24th in Fortville, Indiana. On Friday, August 23rd, Main Street Fortville will host 20-plus acoustic musicians on its sidewalks and in its businesses from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. On Saturday, August 24th, Landmark Park will host live bands, a huge kids zone, silent auction with artisan, food, and drink vendors, and so much more from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. This is a free all-ages event. Cammy's Cause is the largest fundraiser for 4P- research and support in the United States. This little festival in Fortville that raised $1,000 its first year has since raised over $700,000 in the 18 years since. Join us at this one-of-a-kind feel-good event of the year and help make a significant difference for the families living with a 4P- diagnosis. For more information, visit us at cammyscause.org. All proceeds benefit the 4P- support group.
All right, y'all. It's finally my honor to present our special guest, artist Kelley Ike Isenhower.
Yeah. Well, hey, how are you guys?
Woo! Jason, roll that.
Oh, here we go.
Woo!
I got chills.
Me too.
I love the dramatic.
Yeah, iMovie's awesome. I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh, I thank you for being
Thanks
here.
for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, man. I'm a huge fan of yours too, actually, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you know, we met a few times. I got to meet your wonderful wife. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
Yes.
she's out there watching. We got married March 16th this year, just a few months ago.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. Shout out to the wifey.
Yeah, she's awesome.
You're so talented. You have such
Thank you.
an awesome career under your belt. You've been doing this a long time.
Long time.
Your first year, you did over 265 shows
Yeah.
on your first year, and then since then, you've been doing 300 shows
Yeah,
annually.
since about 2009, I started doing 300 shows annually, and I'm starting to slow down a little bit. During COVID, I lost 160 gigs. I still did 150.
Right, it was illegal to go out.
Yeah, well, so and so. Whatever. Let's tell the bars that.
Yeah, my band fought tooth and nail. We
Yeah.
were like the last one standing, and then
Yeah.
they were like, "We'll arrest y'all." Like, if
Well,
you
that's what
don't-
they told me. Like, I need you in there. We make money when you're here. So I'm like, all right.
That
So it
was
worked.
awful.
Man.
That's so that's so iconic. Like 300 shows. I mean, you're really. And I watched some interviews of you, and you're so inspiring. You have you've got a great following that they actually, your looping skills. You like to loop all different instruments, which is so hard to do. You have to have really great.
You gotta do it quick. That's why I want to get hold of you guys.
Yeah.
Like. It makes sense.
It's a match made in heaven.
Yeah, it's simple to mess with you sometimes.
So your countless fans has given you this nickname, the Human Jukebox.
Yeah. Actually, I got that from a long time ago in Lafayette, the Knickerbocker bar. My buddy Jeff Heyman, which actually Knickerbocker is actually the oldest bar in Indiana. They have the first liquor license.
Nice.
But Slippy Noodle has the longest running liquor license. So anyway,
we love
continuous.
Flip.
Jeff Heyman called me that a long time ago. He just for me it's a Human Jukebox, and so I just kind of ran with it.
That's awesome.
So it kind of makes sense.
And speaking of liquor, you've had some really cool stuff. Not to mention these different awesome awards and stuff, but you had a decade-long partnership with Jägermeister, and then 4 years with Cold Cock Whiskey, and now you're currently the exclusive artist for Evan Williams.
I am. Well, my wonderful friend Brent Holverson is with Heaven Hill, and he was with Deep Eddy. He's also Absolute. He's been trying to do something for me for a long time. He finally said, let's just put the budget together. So I started doing that 3 or 4 years ago, and they make guitar picks for me, and stuff like that. And the crazy thing is I don't drink. I quit drinking 3 years ago, and I'm still sponsored by a bourbon company.
But you're still the face.
You drink all that
Jaeger. You're awesome.
That's what it was.
You're awesome, and I love that. And it's cool you don't drink. That's good for the body.
Yeah, it's been the best decision I've ever made, honestly. In my career, I wouldn't be here. I'm 51. I tell people it's a level, not an age. I'm a level 51 now.
Yeah.
So I'm leveling up every year.
Exactly.
You are Ike Guitar on Facebook,
that's correct.
that's a way that people can kind of keep track of you and follow your career and look at videos and stuff like that. You got your guitar there, so you're going to sing us a song?
I'd love to, man.
Yes, we'd love to hear you. And then we can chit chat about, your first band, Dark House Sweat, and then now you're with Ike and Rory and the Rhythm Riders. So we'll chat more about that. But we'd love to hear you sing.
Yeah.
You're wonderful. Thank you for being here.
Is this guitar in there, brother?
Yeah, it should be on. It's unmuted.
Oh, turn that on. Music, Jow.
I'll do that too.
Oh, cheers.
I'm just getting a microphone from song. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that thing sounds good. I got this guitar. It's got my dad on here right there.
What's up, Dad?
Yeah, so.
Never forgot.
This song I wrote when I first moved to Indianapolis in 2006. It's about moving from a country town kind of to a big city. Remember what it was like, but let me tell you, you can't see the stars at night. I'm trying to tell you, city lights are way too bright. Everyone will tell you, people in a hurry. Being born, not a single tractor on the road. It's not the way we do it back home. Not the way we do it back home. And you walk along a lonely street with the sun on your face. You say hi to the people you meet, interfering in your space. The traffic has got you beat, moving at their pace. Always in a hurry, that ain't me. The lights are too short, don't you see? It's not the way we do it back home. Not the way we do it back home. Try not to miss the good old days while I'm still here. Take it as it comes my way. Try to hold it near. All I really have to say is take it down another gear. Always in a hurry, well, that ain't me. The life's too short, don't you see? It's not the way we do it back home. It's not the way we do it back home. It's It's not the way we do it back home. Yeah, that's one of mine right there. Yeah, nice.
Kelley, Ike Isenhower. Oh, that was beautiful.
Well, thank you very much.
Wow, your voice is effortless like butter. It's so wonderful. And
I appreciate that.
your guitar playing. Wow. And real quick, for our viewers, you started drag racing and playing in U.S. Nationals in '96.
Yeah, I didn't actually start dragging. My father started going to drag racing events in '69. Never missed an event. Started taking us, my brother and I, my twin brother and I, in 1991, and we started just going every year. And I've never missed a year since then. And then 1996, I started playing shows out there and raising money for a charity called Draw, which is Drag Racing Association of Women.
Which then you were nominated Person of the Year by Draw in 2022. That's so awesome.
Yeah, so it's been a real good cause. My dad was a big fan of Draw, so I just want to do that for those guys. So every year I go back there and just raise a bunch of money for them.
And you do a lot of great stuff. Yeah. And what is the website we can find all of you on? Find your stuff. And
basically the Facebook, go to iGuitar. If you look me up on Kelley Isenhower, iGuitar, iGuitar Music on Instagram, and the YouTube channel iGuitar. So I kind of just took all those last
Facebook page right there.
Yes, and you played at the Vogue over 100 times. You gig every Sunday at the Free Spirit.
Free Spirit.
Which
I've been very happy. They've been 8 years. Ryan Nally, Ryan Sanchez, those guys have given me a home for 8 years every Sunday. I love that gig. It's one of my favorite gigs.
And Joe's Grill and
Joe's Grill. Yeah, I did those for Thursdays. Yeah, him and Dave Perdome and a bunch of those guys give me a home there for.
Speaking of Cold Cock.
Yeah, exactly.
We've done some work with them in the past.
Both of them. Both of them are so great. Yep. We can't thank you enough. Thank you so much, Kelley Isenhower.
It's good to be here. Thank you guys very much for having me.
We're gonna come see you and everybody support. Check him out. See where he's gonna be. And thank you so much, viewers. I give some time to stay around.
Absolutely, I just stick around. I love to. Absolutely.
Okay.
So we're gonna stay live on the social media platforms, but we gotta say goodnight to the ABC WRTV broadcast. Strict TV time. You know what I'm saying? Bye, everybody.
See you guys.
Bye, everybody. Thank you, Ike.
Thank you, guys. See you guys later.
Woo!
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
We're still live here with
just read 2 minutes real quick.
Yeah, that was wonderful,
thank you.
So good.
Wow, I love it. Dong, 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 dong.
Yeah, just I don't really write a lot of songs, honestly. It's crazy. I just kind of just whenever it fits me. I haven't written songs in a long time. I play so many cover songs. I don't have time. But thank you.
I feel that. Yeah, I mean, just first of all, I love Breedlove guitars, but they play so beautifully. That E string when it's open, right? Was that open? That was gorgeous.
Yeah, that was a drop D. I'm actually in D flat. I'm actually tuned down half step too. So.
Oh, that's dope.
So it's drop D flat.
Yeah, I love it. Do you have another song you'd like to perform?
Yeah, if you want me to, I can do it. If you want me to do it now.
So let's real quick before he does that though, let's
check our giveaway.
Yeah, just a reminder that we do have this ongoing giveaway. The last episode, Alex Duncan was the winner of the $50 gift card giveaway to the District Tap. There's a location downtown right on Georgia Street.
He's the bomb. He wines us.
Yeah.
Does he dine you too?
He wines and dines us at Cooper's Hawk. Yeah.
The dining is a different area. But
go to intheloop.tv, click on that giveaways tab. Are we at a certain number? Jason says we have to hit 100.
Yeah, we reset the countdown.
Where are we at?
Last time I looked, it was already at 24 entries. So
well, that's not enough.
There's the giveaway.
We need 100.
We need 100.
Yeah, we're forcing people to
come on, people. Let's go, people. Let's go.
35.
Ike says, get your booty to intheloop.tv. Click on that giveaway.
They make it real simple. It's very easy for you people. Come on.
6 minutes
It is really simple. You just, there's like us on Twitter, follow this. You don't have to do much, and there's a bunch of different clickable ways.
These are all entries, so each one of those is a way to enter. So it's like a raffle ticket. The more you buy, you don't have to buy them, but
it's free.
Yeah, the more
and Jason will send it out. He's gonna lick the stamp himself. You know,
don't make it weird. Renee.
Don't swab it for the DNA.
She already made it weird. Too late.
Don't make it weird.
It's too late.
Yeah, super simple. Yeah, but intheloop.tv giveaways tab. But we're so excited to hear another song from you, Ike. You're so talented. That's wonderful, and that's so cool. You steady play at Joe's Grill and at the Free Spirit. We can come see you as long as your other big gigs.
I do a lot of gigs around town at Kips and a lot of times and. Ale emporiums and stuff like that, and Mystic Waters Campground. I'm playing a lot with my buddy Brent Holmerson, who sponsors me through Evan Williams, and his wife, and Pete Watson owns Sleepy Bear Campground. They basically bought a campground, and so for all of our friends to hang out at.
Yes.
But it's the old Pine Lakes, and it's an amazing place. I play a lot of shows out there in the summertime because they do shuttles for the concerts. It's 8 miles down the road. So I'll be out there a lot this summer. Now you can bring your kids out there. There's kayaks out there.
So nice.
So I'm just playing right by the water. It's beautiful out there. Everyone go check out Mystic Waters Campground. Go check it out.
And
Absolutely.
They're not paying me for this, I promise.
You reacted during the Cammy's Cause commercial. Did you?
I played those. I think the very first couple of years they started those. My band Dark House Lead, I think, did a couple of those.
They just. I think this year is their 15th or 20th.
Yeah,
it must be 20th.
We did. It was really small back then.
Yeah. Oh, it's
it was one of the first 1 or 2 years I think we did that. I remember doing that. I'm glad they're still doing it. It's a great cause.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, I meant to mention on the Daggone Live View how many awesome, just iconic people you've performed with. I've
been very
slipped
lucky.
my mind. I mean, a few. It's crazy small world. I performed with a few. Like, okay, so David Gans, right? This is just a few of so many. Canned Heat, Dave Mason, Sammy Hagar, my boo, Henry Lee Summer. What's up, Robert Randolph?
I used to manage Henry Lee Summer's website.
Yeah. If you want to know his real name, I'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you off the air.
Off the show. Yeah.
He might get mad if he hears it.
I think I know.
Yeah, I mean, I do it. Yeah, you have to tell me. I'm excited about that.
I actually made it. I created the online e-commerce site for his albums. Got that started. So that was like 20 years ago.
But you did Robert. You did him. You performed with Robert Randolph.
I kind of my buddy's
awesome.
band. I kind of helped them out when they played the Vogue. My buddy Rory was in a band called Milkman and the Jugs, and I kind of sat in with one song and was their guitar tech. So I got to hang out. Right, he's awesome, by the way.
And his instrument's so cool.
He's
that
my
little
wife's
piano guitar
Oh
thing.
man! Well, I got to watch him like warm up for like a half hour, just sitting there on a steel guitar and let a lap steel and just ripping it. And he kept going sexual chocolate. I mean, he was awesome.
He's so good.
And we got a picture of my wife and I, and him got a picture of my wife saying, "Can I chop you out of that? Just keep." She wants to heard Robert Randolph. I'm like, yeah.
Just go
Shout
to
out to
Photoshops. Photoshop
No
on
problem.
Facebook. There are all these crazy people on Facebook.
He's a very sweet guy. The whole band is amazing. So.
Yeah, you've done so much. You know, Eddie Money, The Y Store, Kenny Aronoff, who I've got to drum with as well. He's so talented. John Wade.
You drummed with him?
Well, I didn't drum with him.
He came in on a record.
Yeah,
for you.
I played our second record we did with Dark House Suite with Pop Machine, by the way, with Mark and Eric Johnson produced that. Actually, Mark plays a solo in one of the songs, and Eric plays bass in one of my songs.
You know it.
And we had Kenny come in for that with Jason Morris was in the band, Mark Stoltz, and we had Brian Fields. Brian Fields ended up playing drums for us for a long time. Justin Goldstein. But we did that record with Kenny, and that guy's a machine. I mean, the crazy thing is, I'm a twin. He's a twin. His birthday is March 7th. My birthday is March 6th. So it was like, so then we had like a combination of it. We came in for like 2 days in the studio, and it was just mind blowing watching this guy work. It's insane.
You know, he got
when Eric Johnson gets a headache, do you get one too?
Yeah, no kidding. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. And then we had
parallel twin connections.
Yeah, exactly. And Mo Z, that was Mellencamp's keyboard player. Actually, I know Mo for a long time. He actually played some organ and some Wurlitzer stuff for us. Yeah,
Kenny's amazing. I mean, he got like he got so many people off. Michelle Branch, just a lot. He's been on iconic records.
I'm thankful for those Pop Machine boys because they know Kenny. That's how they brought him to us, and like we were just blown away. We're like, we're gonna have Kenny Aronoff on a record, seriously.
The Pop Machine is the place.
I've done 2 records there, and they are the best. I mean, I just talked to Mark Johnson today. I saw Eric a few weeks ago at a show.
Their birthday's tomorrow.
That's right. I need to make sure. Thank you. Remind me to tell them happy birthday. So, but they're just great guys. I mean, that was 20 years ago. We did our first Dark House Suite record. Then in 2006, we did the one with Kenny. And I just love their studio. Plus, they're great producers. They've got great ears. They're humble guys. They're sweet guys.
They're wonderful. They're helping me get my first record out.
Yeah,
finally.
Plus they're great musicians too. I mean,
yeah, they're amazing. Like they're helping me sift through all these songs I have, finding the good ones and making it great. You know,
I just found today. I found an old Wonder Drug CDs. I should have brought it.
And you know, the band I'm in, Monofiction, was Wonder Drug.
Absolutely,
Wonder Drug took off. They were
great. They were a great band. I'm old enough to remember that actually.
Wonder Drug in the 90s.
Yeah, they were good, man.
Love it.
They were loved them.
Well, shout out to Eric Clay Johnson and Mark Johnson. Happy birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday tomorrow, guys.
We love you guys.
Oh yeah.
And Ike, thank you so much. I'm excited to hear this. What song are you going to sing?
So I was going to do a Bob Dylan song. My dad last year. We lost my dad after 4 years of pancreatic cancer last year. That's why I got a sticker right here.
I'm so sorry.
I appreciate that. But in August, he missed his birthday by about a month. And a couple of years ago, he started listening to Billy Strings a lot. And Billy Strings did a version of a Bob Dylan song that he really liked. So my dad would always ask me to learn these songs, and they were always the hardest damn songs you can learn. I mean, like Treetop Flyer, like Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. I'm like, can you pick an easy song? I mean, so I learned this. It's basically a Bob Dylan song. It's my favorite Bob Dylan song that he wrote called "Don't Think Twice."
Awesome.
There we go. Make sure I'm in tune there. So it's kind of a Billy Strings kind of version. Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, baby, if you don't know by now. Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, baby. I can hear you anyhow. When that rooster crows at the break of dawn, got your window and I open the door. You're the reason that I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. in turning on the light, babe, like you've never done before. There ain't no use in turning on the light, babe. I can't hear you anymore. But wishing there was something I could do or say. Try to make me change my mind and stay. Never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. Traveling down this long, lonesome road, babe. Where I'm bound, I can tell. Goodbye is just too good a word, babe. Honey, I'll say fare thee well. Thinking and wandering, walking down that road. I loved a woman, a child, I'm told. She wanted my heart, and then she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. Don't think twice, it's alright. Don't think twice, it's alright. Yeah, don't Bob Dylan.
Right. Yes.
I'll keep us singing too next time. Well, thank you.
I need an
Dang,
applause
boy.
track.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
do.
Or get a live studio audience in here.
Yeah,
One of the two.
absolutely. Yeah, no, your finger picking skills are cray.
Yeah, it's a little cold right now, but
It's
I
cold in
started
here.
going to a lot of bluegrass festivals when I was a kid. And,
Yeah, and that's what was interesting too about me. The way you grew up in Frankfurt,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
Was it Purdue, right?
I went to
You
Purdue
grew up-
and started in '91. I went to an engineering degree actually.
Right, and then you did that, and you were just like, oh, and you were doing great stuff with your engineering.
Before you move past that, I got to say, I thought it was interesting with the engineering thing because I also went to engineering. It was just a semester.
Yeah.
Engineering back in the day, '90s. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And because I had that mind for it, for the engineering and stuff like that. It was really fascinating, electrical, all that stuff, and I really think that played a big part in what I do in the video production
100%.
side of things. I gotta suspect that probably helps you out quite a
You
bit
bet,
with
all the-
kind of working your gear
with
and
all the
understanding
looping
how it
and
works.
stuff. And
Yeah.
it's funny because my gear, my pedal board is very, very efficient because sometimes I do 2 or 3 gigs in a day. So I had to make it so that I can tear it down quick sometimes.
Right.
But
Yes.
unfortunately, then my PA system, that takes forever to tear that stuff down. It's just everything. But I still got it so I can do it quickly. And just setting up loopers and stuff like that, that all stuff is all right brain kind of stuff. So I mean, people don't understand the concept. The concept is simple. It's the execution is the hard part. Trying to loop all this stuff. Then I do it all live. So when people accuse me of having pre-recorded tracks, that means I'm doing it correctly. So they're just not paying attention.
Yeah.
Right.
That's awesome.
But it's kind of it creates a mystique, I guess, sometimes when you're playing because people don't understand where the bass line's coming and how there's a harmony coming also. And they look around like, is there somebody else in the room?
Yeah.
And that's what I want. That's the reaction I want from people.
Yeah, it's
they can't figure it out.
incredible work.
Yeah, if you could do it correctly. Like I was telling you earlier, the hardest part about doing that is volume, is
rhythm,
dynamic, getting the dynamics right. So when the loop comes in, I call it seamless looping. It's looping when no one knows you're doing it. Because a lot of guys, when they loop, they will loop for 2 or 3 minutes. They haven't sang anything yet. They're just layering, and it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But they haven't sang anything yet.
It's so cool to see a song being created like
what
in
I do
real
is I
time.
do it when no one knows I'm doing it, and I'm doing the middle of a song. And next thing you know, when the chorus comes back around, there's a
Click it.
harmony, and they're not adding a bass line.
You just add it when they least expect it.
Yeah, I'm just adding it as I go. And then by the end of the song, like for example, the weight by the band, hey, take a load off, man.
Stop! I love that song.
There's 6.
I
It does
performed that
the
with
chorus.
the Earth Day band.
Right, see, but it does the chorus 6 times.
It does.
So when I loop that stuff, by the 6th chorus, I have like 7 vocals, 3 guitars, and a bass line going. But it takes me all the way to the end to get there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. So it's just, and then when you start overlapping vocals and you're singing another vocal on top of another one, people are just like, how the heck is he doing this?
Absolutely.
And then that little tiny guitar I play, the Yamaha I've been playing for years, they're like, how do you get all that sound out of it? I'm just processing it because it's right, because I was an engineer and I think I was able to figure that stuff out a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Because I had to create a niche in this industry, because there's a lot of guys that do acoustic shows and they're phenomenal, but I want to do something different. I had to set myself apart. So I basically started doing loopers and running vocals. A lot of guys don't put their vocals through loopers. They're scared to death to do it, and I know why. Because there's a lot of stuff that can happen.
It's a lot going on.
Because when you're looping, your mic's hot. So if someone yells, it comes through the loop. So I'm like, if you're going to yell on time. I mean, as long as you're on time, that's fine. But there's a lot of times I have to erase something because something will get bled into the loop, you know. So, but that's just one thing you got to deal with as you go. And then plus I learned a lot. I know almost probably 2,500 songs.
Nice.
So that's what set me apart. I was able to not play the same 30 songs. Weekly gigs are tough. You have to know a lot of songs or the staff will hate you.
Right.
If you play the same 30 songs every week, they're going to hate you. within a month, they really were. So I'm able to do those weekly gigs because I know a lot of different songs, different genres and stuff. So that's what kind of set me apart, and that's what I did when I started to do solo work. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you played at the Vogue over 100 times?
At least 100 times. Yeah. I mean, I started my first gig there was in April '94, and it was with a friend of mine named Sally Anthony.
Yeah.
And we did it was a thing. I had a band called The Still. We were kind of a rip off of Situation Grey, who's coming back to town, by the way.
Hey, you want to see him?
Yeah, absolutely. I love those guys. I'd like to see him. But we did kind of it's like a pop, 80s pop kind of Depeche Mode.
Oh, I love
kind of stuff. Nine Inch Nails also. We did that stuff, and then I was playing the Vogue in '94, and that was a huge deal for me. And the Vogue is still a huge deal for me.
Seriously, it's the one place I haven't played that I'm dying to play.
Yeah,
it's iconic for indie.
I got lucky because JK, who's been work with them, he works with Hi-Fi now at Indie Mojo.
Yeah.
Shout out Jason King.
Yeah,
right?
Jason King's a great guy, man. I love the guy to death.
Absolutely.
And he's really helped my career a lot because, like I said, he was whenever the national act came into the Vogue and they wanted one acoustic guy opener, they would call me.
Yeah.
And I got lucky, so I got to do like Boyd Tinsley from before he got in trouble, from Dave Matthews Band and Canned Heat. When he called me for Canned Heat, he said, "Do you want to open for Canned Heat?" And I was like, "From Woodstock?" He's like, "Yeah." I go like, "Oh, up the company, that Canned Heat." He's like, "Yeah." I go, "Okay." So I called my dad right away. My dad, I go, "Dad, you won't believe this. I'm going to open for Canned Heat." And he's like, "From Woodstock?" Like, he said the same thing. So I got lucky doing that with Dave Mason. When he called me for Dave Mason, I thought he meant like Dave Mason from Lafayette. I wasn't sure if he was talking about Dave Mason from Traffic.
Like, come on.
But I was like, yeah, okay. So I got to do that at the Egyptian Room, and that was a huge honor for me. So I've been very lucky.
I love the Egyptian Room.
It's a beautiful
so
place,
cool.
man. Max Allen was there, and I'm going to help him run sound, and it's just a cool place. I mean, I've been very blessed to make a lot of good contacts in the city, and especially with Jason King, like Brent Holverson, and all the people that run these bars that are giving me all these gigs everywhere. It's just been I've been very honored and blessed to have that, really.
Yeah, and I think that has something to do with your vibe, your attitude, and your passion. I mean, you are really inspirational. You're doing what you love, and that matters, and you're making people happy at the same time.
It's weird because people they find out I was an engineer. I quit my engineering job on Cinco de Mayo in 2006, 18 years ago.
Did it have anything to do with tequila?
It did not, actually.
Oh, okay,
you know, that's a valid question. It was actually a Friday. I can tell you that, too. And I actually had a gig that night. Yeah, but I basically, after 10 years as an engineer, I decided that I was playing 3 nights a week anyway, 4 nights. So I'm like, I had to do something.
You're like, I want to do this permanently forever.
Yeah. So I took the leap, and I just, it was a tough one. I've called my dad. I always called my dad when I made a huge decision in life. And I called him and said, I quit my engineering job. He goes, what are you going to do? I said, well, I have a gig tonight. He said, well, go kill it.
Nice.
So I go, okay. So my first year, I think I did about 265 gigs, and I just kept going up and up.
And public school failed me, but that's a lot of gigs. That's like mostly every day.
I mean, it was tough because I wasn't used to that yet. But,
that's like boot camp for music.
Pretty much. Yeah. And I basically just kept, and then with the Jägermeister sponsorship during that time, and then Cole Cog, that helped me get a bunch of gigs. And then
of course, that's so cool.
Where is this at? This looks like a festival.
That's actually one of the U.S. Nationals. I've been doing that show. This year will be my 29th year I've played that. It's at the U.S. Nationals drag race, and it's Liberty Weekend every year. It's out in Claremont by the IRP, or they call it LOR, I think, Lucas Oil Raceway now.
Yeah.
I still call it IRP.
They changed it, I mean, I grew up there.
Yeah.
I grew up there.
I mean, so we're there. My dad started going in 1969, never missed a year, and my mom. So every Monday, he would go down there for the finals, and he would go to the draw booth, which draws Drag Racing Association of Women. And what they do is they provide money for injured drag racers and their families, not the pro level, but the non-pro. Because when drag racers get injured or die in a crash, their insurance is very high, so they get barely nothing. So this charity's been around for a long time, and that's what they do. So, but every year, my dad would go there Monday, and he would put $10 in there, and he would get a ladder sheet so he could keep track of the races. So when I was a kid, so when I started playing out there, about 5 or 6 years after I started playing, I just started bringing my guitar on my own and started doing a show. And then after about 8 or 9 years of doing it, I got really big. And I was on a flatbed trailer in front of 400 or 500 people on a Saturday and Sunday night.
Yes.
And then so I figured one night I just went and got an old guitar. I bought a $100 guitar from IRC Audio. I had a friend of mine take it down and had him autograph the guitar with all the pro drivers. And I raffled it off that night. And I got, I think, $1,400 for this guitar. So when I went over to Monday to hand them money, I handed them $1,400 cash. They start crying. Because like they're used to
For
getting $10. They're used to getting $10 and $20 away. I'm having $1,400 cash, and they just like what? So I told them what I did. So I got to meet the president of the charity. His name's Chris Hardesty, and he just like loved the idea. So they started doing articles on me and drawing. And every year he would bring me stuff to give away, like autographed pistons and jackets, shirts, everything from. So I could use that. So luckily, I've got a lot of people that help me on the show every year that sell raffle tickets, and then. However, it takes all night. It takes like 10 people to do this. But I get weight, like there was a car hood one time, and a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And I raised all this money. So every year, it's usually about $1,000, $2,000 every year, and that goes right to draw. So
yeah.
I got lucky, and in 2022, they decided to make me Person of the Year. I'm like, what?
That's so cool.
Yeah, so that was
and
nice.
rightfully so. I dug into your life, like, and you really stalker. No big deal.
It's okay.
But you've done so much for so many charities.
Yeah,
and
I like to give it back. Well, like the whole Jamaica thing. A lot of people didn't know I did that for a long time. And I started going to Negril, Jamaica.
Is this Jamaica?
That's actually.
Is that an Ibanez exotic one?
That is. Yeah, it is. Like it's a home.
I have like two downstairs. I have three downstairs.
Yeah.
I have the same one.
Yeah.
We're twinning. I was obsessed with the Ibanez.
That makes sense
exotic.
now.
That one was my first one, and I shut it in my first my car. It was a convertible.
That is funny. That guitar, I've taken it to Jamaica probably 7 or 8 times. Twice. Once on the way back, it was broken, and once on the way there, it got broke.
Mine snaps in half.
They said, well, that one right there, I think in that picture, the headstock just got fixed. Because a friend of mine who's a carpenter in Jamaica fixed it for me. And when I would go down there and I would do some shows with a buddy of mine for a long time, and then I started doing solo shows and putting a tip box out. And then at the end of the week, I'd go to this little pre-kindergarten school. It's up in the mountains called Good Hope. We're outside Negril. And I just go up there and just give the money to them. And I did it for years. I took my fiance, my wife now, I took her down there in 16, and she didn't know I did this stuff. I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
And then, so I had about $500, and on that Monday, I just go to the school, and I give it to the superintendent. She hugs me. And my wife's like, what are you doing? She's like, yeah, last year you gave us like $400. We built this library. She starts bawling. She's like, you did this? Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I've been doing this for a decade.
And then, I said, she's going to take this money and build a computer lab, There's 30 little pre-kindergarten Jamaican kids, they're very poverty-stricken. Yeah. And then she lines them up and they high-five me and I play soccer with them, I'm like.
So sweet.
And then there's kids that are coming up that are like 15 now that are coming up, their families, they're hugging me, saying, hey, thank you. And she's just sitting there going, what, you did what? You've done this for how long?
You've done it.
I mean, so it was just something I just did. And I haven't been able to get down there since 2016 because of COVID. So, but eventually I got to get back down there and see a bunch of friends. And
that is sweet.
This looks a little smoky. Is this also
that's my
in
dad.
Jamaica?
No, that's actually
awesome.
that was about 2 months before my dad passed away. That was in his shop.
Look at him. He's
that's just
a
a picture.
rock
What's he
Yeah.
working on? Welding something?
He's welding something. Yeah,
Okay.
he was when he was diagnosed with cancer in 19. He was a farmer. I grew up on a farm. He was a welder, but he used to start making art projects out of iron. He was making horseshoes, like sculptures out of horseshoes and stuff.
Cool.
Yes.
And they're phenomenal. If you look up on Ike's Ironworks, it's still on Facebook. His page is up there. You can see he made thousands of pieces, like fake metal flowers.
Wow.
That he would just, he was selling them and just giving them away all the time. And I mean, anything had metal, he could make it. But that was him. Actually, that was the day he taught me how to weld, because I never knew how to weld and plasma. And that's what he was teaching me all that stuff. And
he looks like a true badass.
yeah, he was a guitar player back in the 60s. That's the piece. There's a piece. There's a couple pieces right there.
That's
Cool, like a
great.
little candle.
Yeah. So he made
Look
these.
at
He started
that.
those for so the whole time he was doing chemo, he was out in the garage doing this stuff.
What a little
and
angel.
playing guitar. He was learning these funny songs. I can't mention some of them because they're too dirty, but that's what kept him
That's really
busy when he
cool.
was on chemo.
That is
And
so sweet.
So yeah, he's got thousands of
that.
pieces like that. So he would start selling them and he'd give them away and stuff like that.
Cool.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
man.
really cool.
Yeah, I didn't make a couple commissions, but I got a bunch in my house. I got a really cool towel rack. It looks like it's got a musical staff on the back of it.
Oh, wow.
And then the toilet paper roll has 2 guitars that come out and hold it. It's just, I didn't know he was that creative. I knew he was creative, but I know he could artsy like that. I had no idea.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Especially since he, was your, he played and you played. So
Yeah.
him and his
My
uncle.
him and his brother. Yeah, they were in a
were-
band called Tomorrow's Needs, which is a great name for a band, by the way.
I love that.
But they
and
were-
so they just kind of inspired you
Yeah.
from a very young age. And you
Yeah.
and your twin, does he play as
No,
well?
well, he did. He actually is playing again. He started out playing guitar before I did, because I started on piano. I didn't get to guitar until I was almost 17.
Mm-hmm.
And he started guitar because my dad played guitar, and he played also Hammond organ in the band.
Oh, I love that.
And they were
B3.
they were awesome. But they actually did. I think they opened up for the Jackson 5 in like '68. Like
Dang.
At the
No
Purdue.
big deal.
Like that band called the Vogues. They had a song called "It's a 5 O'clock World."
I remember
They did
that.
a show with those guys at the State Fair. They won the Battle of the Bands in like '67 or '68. The battle in the State Fair.
So from a baby child, you were seeing some cool stuff.
I mean, it was
musically.
great, but they sang 4-part harmonies all the time, which is what blew my mind because nobody was doing that back, and these local bands weren't doing that.
Right.
And they were just so growing up. Yeah, my uncle and my dad were always playing guitar all the time. I just played piano for a while. Then eventually, my dad, because I can't read music, so I had to learn everything by ear. So
Same.
I mean, it's actually I like it better that way anyway. honestly.
Same. That's a
But-
lot of math, music
Yeah, exactly.
math.
So he basically got me into guitar, and then my brother kind of stopped. He got into girls and cars, and I just stuck with the piano and guitar.
You're like, this is actually for me right here.
So, and then I did shows with my dad a couple times, quite a few times, where we just did a bunch of 60 tunes.
Oh, that's so
and it's
fun.
like, he had to sit there and did a bunch of 2 hours worth of 60 songs. You know what I mean?
It's so sweet. You have like,
That's not him right there, right?
That's him. Yep.
Oh, it is him.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's him. A
awesome.
couple years before he started getting pretty weak, and when he first got diagnosed in 2019, I went to almost every one of his chemo treatments. And the very first one I started this thing called Dad Strong, and so I got a tattoo of it.
Oh, yes.
And within 3 years, I think I raised like $12,000, and it went directly to them. Instead of
That's
going to a
awesome.
charity, like nothing wrong with going to a charity, but I want them to use it. They didn't even need the money. It was something to help with gas money, hotels. Because a lot of people don't think about that when people have cancer. And he fought for 4 years, and unfortunately, that's the same thing that took his brother and his dad. So my uncle Bill that I played with died of the same thing, and then my grandfather did too.
Pancreatic is
So
a
and
son of a gun.
within 10 months, and he went 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So my dad was one of the guys that didn't wear a cape. He was a
Spitfire.
superhero, he just didn't wear a cape.
Yes.
So, but he didn't. He just kind of. You know what he always told the nurses that whenever he was in the hospital, he said, "I can't be in here too long. I have STD." They're like, "What?" He goes, "I have shit to do." Sorry, but,
That's so funny.
and the nurse was like, "Can we use that?" And he's like, "Absolutely, no problem." So,
I got shit to do.
Yeah, he was my hero, man. It was tough when last year we lost him, but
Of course.
his legacy lives on with me, and
Absolutely.
and that's kind of why I took the name Ike. That's what they called him back in the '60s.
Really?
Yeah,
That's so
everybody
sweet.
called. So I kind of took that moniker on. Plus, my last name's Isenhower. A lot of people are too young to understand that part, I guess.
Speaking of being young,
Yeah.
is that you? Is it Bebe?
That's me and my band Dorian, actually. Yeah.
Look
So
at that.
that's in the house that I grew up in, which is also the same house my dad grew up in. His band used to
wow.
practice in that exact same room
That is so
back in
cool.
1967. Yeah.
It was just, like instilled in you at a young age,
Yeah.
and you were surrounded by
Yeah.
it. You chose this on your own. But
did.
I think the kindness and the sweetness of your father too, and just kind of, you're just so, you're giving, and you like to, and I appreciate people like that. Like
Yeah.
I would like to be a billionaire so I can go feed the
Yeah.
the babies.
Wife's out there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's feed the babies.
100%. I mean, that's kind
Holy
of if you got a
crap.
voice, I've been I'd have had a very good upbringing, great childhood. My mom, my dad are the most amazing people.
Yeah.
People used to tell me all the time that I was a mama's boy. I'm like, yes, I am. Have you met my mom?
Proudly.
My
Me
mom's
too.
awesome. I am. My mom's she's a superhero too.
She's a queen icon.
She's
an
awesome.
angel.
She's a badass. I mean, she's hopefully watching right now. So,
Mama.
I was lucky to have that. It was just my brother and I, and my mom and dad. And we were very close growing up. So I'm very grateful to have that. A lot of people can't say that, but I am.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
It shows in your vibe, your personality.
thank
and-
you.
yeah,
Well,
your
I
music.
get that from my mom and dad. Trust me.
The song you sang for us, the first one, what was that called?
Called Back Home.
That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Well, thank you. Yeah, a buddy, my whole roommate, kind of worked on that song a long time ago. But
Is that your mama? Kay?
yeah. Oh, there's my mama. Hi, mama.
Aw. Shout out to the mama.
Yeah, she's awesome. Now, she also has a great singing voice too. But,
Of course.
But it used to be fueled by Crown Royal, but she don't do that anymore. Sorry, Mom.
That makes it a little raspy,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, but she gets too shy these days. She don't want to get up and sing with me anymore.
Well,
so.
of course you
I'm
have your parents are just wonderful musicians, and that just it carried down.
And now my twin brother's starting to play again, and he and I are going to start doing shows again. Hi, Anita. Local folks foods right there. If you want to get some good food, go get some good jams. I got some
Anita
local folks food right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, but my brother and I are starting to play together. We're calling ourselves those Isenhower brothers. And
I
it's just
love
like
that.
just kind of just two of us playing. I'm getting him on his feet again, playing guitar, and he's really come a long way. So look for that in the future too.
We will. We're gonna come see you, twins. We're gonna come see you, so we can follow you on. It's Ike Guitar.
Yep.
On Facebook.
Yeah, and then it's Ike Guitar Music on Instagram.
On Instagram.
And I got a YouTube page, it's Ike Guitar. So basically, if you just search Ike Guitar, you'll find me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Google is your friend nowadays.
100%, yeah.
And you're every Sunday at the Free Spirit.
Every Sunday, Free Spirit, yeah.
My band dude is there a few times a year. I love.
Seen you guys. Actually, I used to book that. I used to book that bar for a couple years. I may have gotten you guys in there initially.
I bet you did. Yeah, and then what's them karaoke fries with the eggs?
Oh yeah,
So good.
So good.
Dangerous.
Yeah, that's why I don't try to eat too much. I love their food, but I can't. I'm trying to get rid of some of this weight. Yeah.
Good.
So good.
And then you're also at Joe's Grill in Castleton on
yeah, I'm doing.
Thursday.
Actually, I will be there tomorrow night, but this summer I'm taking off
Tomorrow
some Thursdays.
being,
Thursday, right? Tomorrow being Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll be there tomorrow night, and then
June 20th.
I'm just kind of taking some summer off there for a little bit, and I'm doing some other gigs elsewhere.
I mean,
and
it's
I'll start
crazy,
doing a
yeah.
rotation there every Thursday, probably in October again.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, they're lucky to have you every Thursday.
Well, I mean, I'm great. Like Ryan Nally, Ryan Sanchez, those guys, and Ryan Miller. They're all named Ryan, by the way.
Ryan quadruple.
I'm telling you. Well, the guys that own all the Joes and all the Free Spirits is Ryan Sanchez, Ryan Nally, Ryan Miller, Ryan Jones. So all you guys, all you Ryans, I love you guys.
All the Ryans.
They've done.
Those are some.
Ryan
we've done-
Stonebreaker from Murphy's House. Murphy, I'm telling you, they're all named Ryan.
We've done segments on Joe's and Free Spirits, and yeah, we've done some stuff.
Yeah, I've been very blessed to have those guys in my corner.
as well as Cold Cock Whiskey. They were a sponsor of season 1,
Right.
so we did some cool stuff with them.
Yep.
Tell us about Ike and Rory. Did we talk about that?
Yeah. So my buddy Rory Conley, he's my best friend in the entire world. I met him a long time ago at the beer cellar, where he used to be now the Yard Line.
Oh, yeah.
I was playing gigs there all the time, and I just noticed him, and we got to become good friends, and we started hanging out. That was the summer I quit my engineering job.
Oh, yeah.
And he wanted to do what I was doing. He said, I want to learn all the songs you do. I want to do all you're doing. So he came over all summer, and we just learned songs, and we started doing. He's a big boy. He's bigger than me. He's taller guy. You can see the video. This is our new band called I Can Rory and the Rhythm Riders that we started a couple years ago.
There you go.
But we started out as a duo, and we called ourselves the Lumberjacks. Because a buddy of mine asked me, he said, "What's your good name?" We don't know, because we're big in beer. And he's like, "You got a Lumberjacks?" I'm like, "That'll work." So,
Nice.
So he and I did some stuff called the Lumberjacks for a Liar's Rory right there.
So Rory.
Yeah. He's one of the most. I think he has one of the most powerful voices in the city as a male. His voice is phenomenal.
How tall is he? 'Cause he's
like
pretty tall,
6'5",
right?
6'6".
Yeah, I was gonna say, he was
big.
standing next to your dad in one of the other photos.
Yeah.
It's like, holy cow, he's a
But
giant.
he's a teddy bear, man, and he's one of the best people I've ever met. He's just he's got a heart of gold. I love him to death, and we've been trying to find a band for almost 20 years together. We've been doing acoustic shows. That's how we got to play the Vogue and all these big shows, because J.K. knew us real well, and he had his own bands for a while, and we kind of got together a couple years ago, and we started this band. And Steve Smith's in that one, but we don't have Steve in the band anymore, unfortunately. But just Josh Hostler's Josh, our bass player, phenomenal bass player. Kevin Hood's our drummer.
The historic Irvington Theater.
Yeah, that's where I'm playing this Saturday. That's the Times Theater in Rochester.
Oh, okay.
It's a 100-year-old theater that my friend Julie has been helping get revamped, and I've been helping her book bands in there. So I'm actually Ike and Roy are opening up for the Y Store this Saturday at the Times Theater. Tickets are still available, by the way.
Boom.
Nice. We go on, I think, 7 o'clock. Then the awesome Y Store is going to go on at 8.
Which, Jason, the twins produced their recent album.
They did, and it's phenomenal. By the way, it's phenomenal. I got
They
it
let
the
me
other
hear
day.
a tiny little clip of it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. That's Kevin Hood right there. He's our drummer. I've been playing gigs with him for 25 years. He's probably the most amazing drummer I've ever met in my life.
Is he on?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's so good. He's just sleeping on
Yeah.
that.
He's just sleeping.
He might be. I don't know. He's pretty busy. He plays with a lot of other bands too, but he's phenomenal, man. But we got this 4-piece band. We're doing a lot of shows, and we've been doing shows with Southern Accents, which is a Tom Petty tribute band.
Yeah.
They've become very close friends of mine from Nashville. Ronnie Gregg and those guys. They're the real deal. They're the real deal Tom Petty band. There's no other band in Tom Petty band that's better than these guys. I'm
I
telling
still
you.
can't
What venue is
say
this?
Tom Petty's name.
They're called Southern Accents.
No, the venue.
Oh, the venue. I do shows with them at the Hi-Fi. Oh, this venue right here is that's actually in our studio.
Oh, okay.
It's right downtown on Shelby. We have our drummer owns an old gas station.
That looks good.
Yeah, so we just got all these lights, and we had a guy come in and do some videos for us. But
Nice.
yeah, but that band's doing pretty well. And then Ike and Rory, like I said, we don't really do a lot of acoustic shows together anymore. It's more the band and then solo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's great.
Keep busy.
You have so much under your belt. You've done so much.
I'm a human calendar, honestly. I mean, it's just I gotta live and die by a calendar. I don't know where I'm at every day. You know?
It's really, really inspiring.
Is it a paper calendar or on your phone?
Both.
It's a Google
Really?
Cal.
It's in my Well, it's mainly it's in my head, honestly.
Oh.
I tell people you can tell me any day of the year. I can tell you what day of the week it is.
No.
Oh, not me.
December 26, 2024.
All right, hold on here. Let me think here for a second.
No,
She just got me on that one. Hold on.
That's
my
I gotta-
birthday.
I gotta
even
think
know
about
what
it.
day it was.
I gotta think about what my gigs are on.
It has to coincide.
You caught me, man.
I called
you caught
your
me
bluff.
off. You called my bluff. You did.
That's like
Roll
me.
off.
I can guess people's like weight, age. I'm really,
No,
really
you
good
can't.
at guessing age.
You know, I did that at
Like a
amuse-
King
amusement
Island?
park. No, I did it at the old Indiana Fun Park.
Nuh-uh.
For 3 summers I did that.
Yeah.
Were you
I swear.
scared?
No. But I knew a way to cheat though before the age and the way and the month of birth. There's a way to cheat because you write it down, and I can show you how I do it later. I want to put it online.
Right.
But
Keep
the weight I
Keep the
never got.
illusion.
The weight I just here's a toy. I'm like,
You'd be like,
guess my
you
weight?
win.
Nah.
Let's just cut to
You
the
don't want
chase.
to know.
Yeah, I mean, one lady came out and said, "I guess what month your baby's gonna be born in." She goes, "I'm not pregnant." I go, "Oh, I'm sorry. Here's a couple toys."
Here's a big teddy bear.
Are you sure?
No, that was when I was like 18,
Yes, you are.
17, 18 years old, you know.
Yeah.
But like, this guy likes a microphone. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it, man. Why not? So,
Yeah, that's fun. I like it.
it's fun.
You've done so much fun stuff, and I love that you love what you do, too.
I do, man. I mean, leaving the engineering world is scary, but you know what? It's when you're an engineer, you get blamed for everything, for one. And it's a scary thing to do that, and especially the way I do it, because I take requests, and that's a scary thing to do when you're out taking
Listen,
requests.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like all about me, but I do the same thing kind
you-
of, but on a lesser level where I know hundreds of songs because I taught voice lessons for
Yeah.
about 10 years.
Yeah.
And so people want to throw you some song, all the song. You're like, okay, I got it, but I really don't know the whole song,
Right.
So you have to kind of just
That's
do the
kinda how I
sections
am.
you know sometimes. And I know pretty much dang near every song except for when I don't. And
Right,
It's awkward.
Well, when you put yourself out there, it can be scary because you'd be surprised what people ask you to play. I mean, like, and then sometimes there'll be 10 songs where I won't know them. They're like, "What do you know?" I'm like, "You're just picking the wrong ones. I know a bunch of songs."
I know like 3,000.
Yeah, but sometimes they just hit the wrong ones. They hit the wrong one. They're trying to go obscure on me and stuff, you know.
I know
Or
exactly how
a
you
lady walked up and said, "You probably don't know Wheels on the Bus, do you?" I'm like, "Do you want all 8 verses or not?" She's like, "There's 8 verses in that song." I was like,
Question. What is the deal with this little guy?
That's your good lecture.
Well, I'll tell you what. This is a friend of mine named Gracie. She worked at Free Spirit. She was the Sunday bartender at Free Spirit for a long time. I met her a long time ago. She gave me this guy a couple years ago. I said, "What's his name?" He goes, "He'll tell you." So, all right. So a couple weeks later, I was driving back from a gig. It was late, and I was tired. And he was sitting next to me. I'm like, "Oh, what's up, Trip?" So his name's Trip.
Yeah.
It's Trip the Tipping Gnome. But my friend Gracie, the reason I keep this around, she told me something that's probably the most humbling thing I've ever heard in my entire career. I met her about 6 years ago when she was working at the Ale Emporium, and she would take videos. She'd ask him out and say, "Can I take a video of you while you're playing this song?" All the time. And so about a year ago, I asked her, I said, "Do you still take," she still takes videos. I said, "She never posts them or nothing." I said, "Do you still have those videos?" She's like, "Yeah." I go, "What do you do with those?" She goes, "Well, when I'm not having a bad day, I pull them out and watch them." And I go, "What did you say?" She's like, "I have a bad day, I pull your," and I was like, "I could quit tomorrow. I'm satisfied."
Hey,
So
Mom,
I mean, I just almost start crying. That's the most humbling thing I've ever heard in my career. I mean, if one person tells you that because of what you're doing,
it's worth
I'm successful as far as I'm concerned, honestly. So she's the one that gave me that. So I for Gracie, I always take him everywhere with me. He goes to every show. He's my good luck charm. I actually started a show a couple weeks ago, and I looked down. I was like, something's not right. So hold on.
You felt it.
He was in my car. I had to stop. I
gotta go get
I
Trip
get
real
him, put him on the front real quick. So I just take him everywhere. So he's my little travel companion.
What
love
up,
it.
Trip? Shout out Trip.
Yeah, that's Trip.
I love garden gnomes, man. They're so cute.
Yeah, I've had a couple people want to steal him. I was like, that's okay. I know where it'll be if I'm.
You're like,
he's something
he's
missing.
mine.
He'll escape.
Kelly, thank you so much for being on
It's been
the
my
show.
pleasure. Thank you guys for having me.
We had so many viewers that are on your team coming in,
Oh, good.
and we had so much fun. And your songs you did were just so
Well,
beautiful.
thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm actually going to start recording. I talked to Mark Johnson today. I've been wanting to do my solo record for a long time. It's a labor of love. I mean, it's just for a long time. And him and my buddy Jeff Day, who's probably one of the most amazing musicians I've ever met in my entire life. I want to get together with those guys. I'm going to start working on trying to get this put down.
Yes.
Yeah. So I
And
mean,
if you ever want to do a song,
I would love to.
I would love to do
I
like
love
a
your
little
voice. The first time
folk-
you blew me away at the Free Spirit. The first time I saw you, I walked in. I go, "Who is that?"
Thank you.
I mean,
we got to do something with your
Michelle
guitar
Matthews.
picking. Like, what if we did a dual picking?
Absolutely.
Like, I love the way you play. We could both
Yeah.
pick. Like, like what's the? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. Rodrigo. What's the?
Gabriella.
Yeah. We could be like,
Whew. Well, that girl's
His vocals.
they're amazing.
They're so good.
Yeah, they're fast.
We could do something.
That's more flamenco. We can work on it.
I don't even know. I'm not good like you, but I have been finger picking so.
Well, you're a good piano player though too.
Yeah, okay, I can do piano, you guitar, so
we can figure it out.
We'll get the full band.
I'm ready.
We're calling Kenny on it.
Let's make it happen. I'm in.
You're like, listen, I don't
Hey,
know.
Paul.
What's up,
Paul
Paul?
Howard.
He's coming to see the Wives Store this Saturday. I'll see you this Saturday, buddy.
Nice.
Yes, Paul says Ike rocks. Looking forward to Saturday night.
You too, buddy.
Yes.
So when you are, where are you playing Saturday?
So Saturday, Ike and Rory are playing at it's called the Times Theater. It's in Rochester, Indiana. It's a 100-year-old theater it's turned 100 years old on Valentine's Day this year. And I went up there and did a show with Southern accents and. The town of Rochester, so I got some great friends up there. My friends Keith McGriff and Heather.
I pass by there all the time. Going to my family up in Michigan.
I love going up there. It's a little lake town, and I started playing up there about 20 years ago for a birthday party for my old roommate from college, for Keith, and Then I got to meet all these great people. And then this lady, Julie, I met her a few years ago. She started revamping the downtown area, trying to get it more culture, trying to get more people to come downtown.
Yeah.
So she started getting grants from the city. Now she's revamping this 100-year-old theater. It's built during vaudeville. So the room is a very live room. You don't need a lot of speakers. So I was able to get her like Southern accents, like a high writer up there for her, which I'm going to do a show with High Writer on July 13th up there again. And then got the Y Store up there for her. She's been getting like Greggy and the Jets. It's a Betty. And it's a
like
Elton
Benny
John.
and the Jets
Then she had a Neil Diamond tribute guy come over. She had a Pink Floyd. I mean, she's blowing it out of the water up there.
She's getting
So if you guys get a chance, I'll try to get you guys a gig up there, honestly.
Please.
Because it's awesome. It only seats about 385 people. But it's an old 100-year-old theater.
me in mind.
Absolutely, man. But she shows movies in there all the time. So she's really like last couple of years really done a lot for that city. So I'm just trying to help her get. I know a lot of these bands around here, so I've just been kind of throwing some bands up there whenever she wants, and it's really cool. So that's on Saturday. We'll be up there, and tickets are still available. It's only $10 too. So
yeah, I thought, man, it's like, well, depending on where you're playing. Oftentimes when bands are done playing around midnight or something, that's when In the Loop comes on. So a lot of times it's up in the bars. So
I'll have to look for that.
So you could see it, but they probably don't have TVs up, and it's not like a sports bar.
Yeah, what's crazy, that town, the whole concert's done by like 10:30, I think. So it's crazy because the Y Store. I talked to Chris Schaefer the other day, and he was like, man, what time are we done? So usually they're starting at 10 o'clock. I can be done at 10:30.
Right. Isn't that nice?
I'll take it, man.
The
The older you
rare
get.
time that
Yeah, I used to do 6-7 hour gigs. I don't want to do that anymore.
Same. I can't.
Yeah. My voice and my fingers can't handle. Well, my fingers can, my voice can't.
Same.
Need some of that Crown Royal.
Yeah, no thanks.
No, none of that. No more. Ike, thank you so much for being on the show. We
I appreciate it. Thank you guys
so
for having me. I
much.
appreciate you guys.
Everybody check him out.
It's been a long time coming. I've known you for many years.
A lot of years. I'm glad I reached out to you. I was talking In the Loop. I'm like, I'm a looper, so maybe that can work.
It's a perfect correlation.
A match made in heaven.
Yeah, so I appreciate you guys having me on. I really do, and I'm glad I was able to do something. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of yours. I've been a huge fan of Jason's for a long time. He's been doing a lot of great things for local artists and local businesses, and we need more people like that. Honestly, we really do.
And ditto for you.
A lot of talent.
Well, go see Dude. Go see Renee if you guys get a chance. She's blindly phenomenal. It's crazy how good this girl is.
Thank you so much.
Your voice is just, it's just, I can't even describe it, man. I can't wait to see you sing again.
And ditto.
Well, thank you, darling. I appreciate it.
Yes, you've been awesome. It was so nice to get to know you. And Loopers, you'll see us next week. See you every Thursday and Saturdays at midnight on ABC.
Thursday? What do you mean Thursday?
I meant Wednesday.
It's Wednesday now. We moved.
Yes, we'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much.
Goodbye
Thanks,
for real this time.
See you
Goodbye.
guys.
Social
Thank you, guys.
medias. Bye.
Sorry.
Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you, guys.
Live stream Wednesday at 7, midnight Saturday on ABC, 24/7 inside Indianapolis hotels and on all podcast platforms.